Hey, yo, this is a new episode of the All Time Podcast. Listen to these guys, they're awesome.
Hey yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to a new episode of the All Time Podcast. Here we are again. What do we do all the time? We review albums, we review what we like to listen to. And if you're brand new to us, welcome, and please hit the like and the subscribe right now or at the end of the episode. It's free. We are always working on it, and we do this for the love. We're not selling nothing here. We're not giving you cut promos for motherfucking I don't know what's the name of it, like
Blue Chew. We're not
Blue
sponsored by Blue Chew.
NordVPN, none of that. We just do it for the love. And this is the all-time crew is all here today. Please introduce yourselves.
Oh, wow. Well, on this fine evening, as I am drinking strong lemonade by Pabst Blue Ribbon, I am the Ayatollah of podcasting, Stephen Alltime, and not the host this evening.
Not the host, indeed. And I am, I'm Derek. I'm the one who listens to the music that these two gentlemen send me. I don't often like it, but here I am. Apparently, that's what I'm here for, is to provide some fresh insights from an uninitiated.
The black sheep. The black sheep of the podcast.
You like better you like more than you hate ratio.
I think so. I think
right?
Not everything. Not everything.
Now, we reviewed our chord on the last episode. I wish I was there. I listened to the Terror album, really good. And you guys surprised me with the review for Blue in Exile. How can you guys not like that? I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
No, I gave
Seven?
it a 7.5.
Oh, you guys crazy? Okay.
Hold on a second. Malenko, wait. Let me. Okay.
Yes.
Derek didn't.
I wanted to review that. Yeah.
You wanted to review. You said, okay, this is what we're reviewing next episode in big capital letters. You sent it saying that you wanted to review it. I gave it a 7.5. Derek gave it a 6. What is your score on the Blue in Exile Time Heals Everything album?
It's an easy 8.5.
Yeah, I figured. From you, it would be I would
say those beats. Are you crazy? Those beats are crazy. Those boom bap beats, the features on there. Oof. I thought you guys gonna skip the whole time I was listening to the episode. I'm like, they still haven't talked about Black Thought and Mike Homie song. They still haven't talked about it. What the fuck are they doing? But we're here. Okay, it's a 8.5 easily, and the Terror is a nice 7.5. Banger.
I'm listening to more of the Terror album than the Blue in Exile. I love the Terror album. It gets better with every listen. How crazy is it that his voice changed after all these years of making an album? He sounds, I don't want to say he sounds older, but he sounds grungier.
Well, after doing albums for 10 years, your voice is gonna change.
Yeah.
Amongst other things.
Yep.
Normally when you make an album, that's not all you're doing. So yeah, partying, doing live shows, recording albums is one thing, but doing live shows with the harsh vocals, eventually it'll get to you.
He doesn't really need to sing though. The crowd sing is for him. He always giving up the mic.
Yeah.
Terror shows, he always giving up the mic.
And I am going to travel to go see Terror because they are not coming to Montreal. So
They're
everyone
going to Granby.
Yeah, no, it's 45 minutes. If for me, that's traveling.
Oh yeah, they're going to Granby.
Yeah, I told you, and you said I'm not going.
No, because I've seen them like twice or 3 times already. Here.
That day, I think they're on the Saturday. That's a pretty good day.
Are we going? Are you coming?
Nah, maybe. I saw the lineup and I'm like, oh, that's Saturday. I'm telling you that right now.
As Derek uses his computer to find out.
I might go again. I might need to go and go to the mosh pit and dance a bit.
I'll drive. If everybody
Okay.
wants to come in the car with me, I will drive. We could go us three. It could be the all-time podcast terror show. I am down 100%. By
All
the
right.
way,
So,
Lenoise is going to be there. There's going to be a tent. Johnny's going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. So
nice.
Saturday, the 6th of June, it's blank, Deadly Apples, Pain of Truth, Terror,
Pain of
Brand,
Truth is there?
yeah, Brand of Sacrifice, The Ghost Inside, and Ginger to close out.
Oh.
And then Friday, Arson, Emery, Haste the Day, Finch, Anberlin, and Chevelle. And Thursday, Less Than Jake, Bouncing Souls, Grimskunk, Planet Smashers, and Drop It First.
Wow.
That's my night. That would have been my night. Just because of Green Gun and Spy Smashers. And I would be
Less
there
Than Jake.
skanking away.
It's a pretty good lineup.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Pretty good lineup.
Well, look, guys, if
Pretty
you guys
good.
want to go, I am all in.
Perfect.
Like all-time podcast.
So why are we here, boys?
So we're gonna do this little review from an artist that's not is not dropped since 2021. This is the big comeback, my most anticipated album from the year since it's been announced. And we're talking about Isaiah Rashad. It's been awful. Listen, artist from Chattanooga, signed with TDE, has been in the game now for 10 years plus. Came out swinging, and he was the member when he signed. Nobody knew who he was first. And when he started releasing with TDE, I was like, okay, TDE will never miss. Will never miss. They just sign good artists, and the artistry and the albums on that camp is something serious for all of them. He started first with Sylvia Demo, and Sylvia Demo, I talked about it numerous times on this podcast, but it's probably one of my all-time favorite albums. That's me as a teenager. That's me dealing with everything he's dealing with on that album. So it is an album that I'm gonna stay with forever. And then he got like a couple of albums that all got great critical reviews. The Sun's Tirade in 2016. The House is Burning 2021. And here we are now with It's Been Awful. I was excited for this album just because the last time we heard about him, it was the saddest news. It was awful, but he got outed with personal videos of himself with another man. So
Other men. MEN.
yeah, what did it sounded like that I said?
You said man. What
Yeah.
another man? Yeah. But it was other men. It was an actual video that was leaked of him with other men, which kind of broke him.
I
And
mean,
by,
that's
sorry,
the,
boys. By other men, we're talking about the Freaky.
We're
I
talking
don't
about
know.
freak.
I don't
yeah.
know what Steven's talking about right now. I don't know. I never seen the video, so I don't know.
Who cares?
I don't. Yeah, the only thing
cares.
is like, is the worst thing that can happen. Like,
Yeah. From that regards, like from if you have a
getting
video that
outed
gets
like that.
yeah, that's rough. In matters of what's on the video, who gives? Who
Oh,
fucking
absolutely.
cares? You like whatever the fuck you want to like. Who gives a shit? But to get outed like that, especially for something private like that, especially you want to kind of like dictate how that information comes out. Yeah, that's fucking rough.
Horrendous. So here we are now. So that was the last thing you heard about him. He kind of did appearances here and there, some performance for the 10 years of Sylvia Demo, and and now here we are with the new record. It's been awful. Right out the bat, I didn't listen to no singles, no nothing. I went out to this pretty much blind. He is always been this very down, very cloudy beats. very Southside inspired, um, super cloudy. Lyrics can be a little bit depressing sometimes here and there. What did you guys thought about this album?
I'm not gonna go first. I want to hear what Derek has to say. And you know what?
Fucking asshole.
I don't want you to hold back. Actually, I'm gonna start this off, and then I'm gonna get into the album, and then me and Malenko are gonna go back and forth. But Derek called me. So when you get a phone call from Derek, that's like getting a phone call from somebody you haven't spoken to in the last 20 years. So you pick up the phone right away because you feel like it's gonna be an emergency. Steven won't be able to make the episode. Something happened, or hey, I need money from you. I am totally broke, or hey, there's something going on and I need your assistance. But no, it wasn't that. The phone call was, I'm like, hey, he's like, do you really want us to review this album? And I'm like, yeah, that's what we're gonna review. And I think I even mentioned Malenko really wants to review this album. And then, Derek, the floor is yours.
I said, and I might be paraphrasing, but I think I said, quote unquote, this is a white girl rap album. Or something along those genuine lines. What else did I say? I think I compared him to some. I can't really remember. But as soon as I hit play on this, first of all, it was absolutely not what I was expecting in any way, shape, or form. All year, every album that I've been sent by you guys they've all been kind of different in their own way, but all still within the same lane. This was so out of left field for me. It's hip hop in a completely different lane than I've been listening to all year. And I was really, really caught off guard just because in general, even in mainstream, this is not it's not what I gravitate to. This kind of sound or this kind of sounding album, especially that I didn't look at the features. I didn't look at the name of the tracks or anything like that. I sort of saw the cover. The cover kind of reminded me of like a dark, moody cover. I think we reviewed an album last year that a cover that was kind of like similar in the similar tones. The cover.
Those red albums. When you see a red cover, you know it's going to be depressing.
And then I hit play. And then at first I was like, am I listening to the right album? Like, let me go back in the conversation, make sure that I click the right thing. Nope. Listening to the right album. Just completely caught off guard, to be honest. It made the listening experience and the review process extremely challenging. And then for a while I was like, you know what? Let me get beyond like the sound of the production and let me just dig into the lyricism of it. And even in the lyricism felt like the lyricism matched the sound of the album. Just, I hate to say this, but just generic. I felt it was generic. I felt it sounded like a lot of, mainstream hip hop that's out there, from the trap beats to the flow, to the cadence, to the just the rhyming patterns and the rhyming schemes on this. It just felt like it was just recycled, reheated, microwaved. That was my
because Isaiah always have like a really muffled. You don't hear him really clearly. He's always like monotone, sleepy, kind of like he doesn't give you like full energy on his songs. Pretty sleepy.
Yeah,
he's always been like that though.
I think
it's a little bit mumble rappy-ish.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Derek, and I don't want to take it away from your
no, please do
your baby listening ears for this artist, but it's true. If you're going in, this being his fourth record, you not really knowing what you're getting yourself into, it could come out as more of like a shock type of like, oh really? Like you're not used to this type of genre of hip hop as to me and Malenko. Like we're more used to this type of genre of music. But Isaiah Rashad is a lot more left field, even with the commercial rap. He's a lot more left field. I don't even like. I don't even know what type of category to really put Isaiah Rashad in. Uh, but I could say, from my point of view, this record is very dreamy, is very moody. He really like half sings, half raps. He kind of gives us like an R&B feel to the record. Uh, it's tough. I have to be honest with you. It is tough coming in listening to this artist for the first time. Um, but me going in, I'm expecting Isaiah Rashad. I know what he's about. I know the type of music that he makes. His last three projects, the House is Burning, Sevilla Demo, and the Sun's Tirade. Those were records that I thoroughly enjoyed. That like Sevilla Demo, when that came out, that was like, whoa, like a Tennessee rapper could make music like this, inspired by that's like Memphis artists. The Sun's Tirade is, to me, is an incredible record. It was on my top 10 of 2016, and so was Malenko's. The House is Burning. Love that record. So I already went into this record knowing what Isaiah Rashad is all about. Now, how do I feel about the record? That's a different story. I found this one a lot. It took me a lot longer to get through the record, to understand the record. I find that it's very, very dreamy. Like it's very, very dreamy. I find that the album never picks up. Like we do have Mom, Man on a Mission, that is a more of an up-tempo beat. Same shit here and there is an up-tempo beat. But besides that, it's not the album that you want to get excited for when you're listening to it. But go, Malenko. I know you want to jump in, and I'm here for the back and forth with you.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's really foggy album.
Yeah, it's crazy dreamy. Even the production of the record.
Yeah, the production is, but everything is so well done. Though it's so well layered. All the beats are danced, and everything is so clear. There's nothing here that's, even though everything is muffled, there's nothing that's unclear. The production, I think, it was well made, and whoever mixed this, A1 job for that. Because I mean, at this level, we know we're gonna get. Was this mixed by Ali? No, but I mean, it's TDE. They're gonna go and do quality music here. I'm just surprised by because I was expecting this sound, but I'm surprised by the poppy cuts in here. I didn't enjoy those anymore. I didn't really enjoy those.
Like Boy in Red featuring SZA.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. I think the best part of the album is the mid part, the beginning to the like five superficial to get to know you. That's the best songs. Camera after cameras is horrendous.
Wow.
Cameras is horrendous. That song?
I enjoyed Cameras.
You're weird. You're so. I don't understand what the fuck. I mean, if you guys like Dramatic Girl from Baby Keem, I can see you guys liking kind of this, but Cameras is absolutely horrendous. I don't want to hear that song I don't want to hear that song ever again. And the end of the album is a bit underwhelming. I just don't like how he finishes the album. To be straight with you, I just don't like how the last song 719 Freestyle is the most clearest song that you hear him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most energy he brings, and he puts it at the end, and it ends abruptly. After listening to this, the lyrics that he says on this are pretty heavy.
Yeah. Well, throughout the whole album,
Throughout the album, and I disagree with Derek on being like mainstream type rap, because it is not. Because he's telling a lot of truth. There's no other songs like Act Normal. There's no other songs. I never heard that on a rap song.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever someone talking about how being bisexual and being all like porn and sex addicts in the family and all that?
I need
never
to preface
heard of
by
that.
saying I'm not talking about the lyrical content. I'm talking about just the overall sound of the album. For me, it sounds generic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the subject matter is a completely different story.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, how do you sound whenever you rap about that subject matter? That to me makes a difference. And for me, it's one of those things where if you're being, depending on the subject matter and whatever the subject matter is, make me notice. And if you're talking about something that's heavy, something that's serious, I need you to do something different with the beat. I need you to be either a little bit more serious on the beat, or to give me something that doesn't sound like anything else out there, because then the only comparison I have, they say comparison is the thief of joy. The only comparison I have is another song that sounds like it, and then by default, that's what I compare to, even though your subject matter is different. Now, of course, whenever I listen to this, the first time I'm in the car, it's clear, but it's still a little bit mumbled, so you have to like kind of like really pay attention to it. Then I'm like, the car is really not the place to listen to this. I came home, opened the big Spotify window, put the lyrics. Then it gave me perspective of what he's genuinely saying and what he's rapping about. But for me, from just a sonic perspective, not saying it has nothing to do with the production, nothing to do with the mixing, nothing to do with the quality of the sound of the album, just the overall sonical landscape of this album just sounds generic. Not the subject matter, just the sound of it. And that for me made it tough to actually pay attention to what he was saying, because when you hear those types of beats, normally you're just used to, most of the time, I don't want to grossly like generalize, but most of the time they're silly, they're rapping nonsense. It's shallow, it's gangster talk, it's there's no substance to it. So it just felt odd for me to have actual substance on beats like this. Mm-hmm. That was the big thing for me on this.
I'm jumping in there because you spoke about Act Normal. The subject matter throughout the whole album is very emotional, is very depressing. The album is called It's Been Awful, right? Yeah. So he is going through his emotions. He is going through his vices. He's going through everything. The guy didn't put out an album in 5 years. The last time we heard from him, because a video was leaked of him and other men, right? So him talking the way he does on Act Normal about him being bisexual and him growing up being an addict with porn and sex and all that stuff, takes a lot for a human being to rap about that. It takes a lot for a hip-hop artist to come out and talk about those emotions. So I'm tipping off my hat to that man for that. But if you look at the rest of the album, where he's talking about the relationship with his mom, you talking about alcoholism, being an alcoholic, talk about past relationships and stuff like that. It's more of an introspective, it's more of a dramatic, quote unquote, dramatic album of him. And if we're putting that with the production, if we're putting that with the soundscape, the beats that were chosen, it kind of makes sense. I just find that I get lost in the album. I'm always feeling low in the album. I don't feel any energy in the album. You know what I mean? I find that the album is one way, and I find that there's songs here and there that balance the album. But another thing that I find he does super well on here is the hooks, right? He's amazing at hooks. The dude
It's catchy. He makes it catchy.
he makes it catchy. Get to know you. I don't know what you think about that song, but that's a standout song for me because of him singing on there. Because of how it becomes very catchy. Do I look high? That's another standout for me on here.
I'm telling you, the whole mid part for me is unbelievable to me. Those songs are those are Isaiah Rashad. There's nobody that raps on beats like that the way he does. That's exactly him. From 5 till 10.
I
5 to 10 for me is perfect.
love 2 and 3. I love mom
Yeah,
and same shit.
but even the intro, like, but the whole beginning of the album, it grew on me because at the first listen, I was a little bit. Everything was really foggy. I didn't really differentiate one to another. But then, like, when you listen to the lyrics and you go through the vibe of the whole album, I appreciate it way more, way more.
Yeah, there's an appreciation for the record. It's just I don't know where I I I don't know the time and place that I'm gonna replay this album. If that makes sense, I would put on this album if I'm leaving to a trip where I need to leave at 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm listening to it for that first 2 hours because of how dark it is outside and how I need to be comfortable in driving. And I know I don't need any upbeat type of music. It's a moody listen. But we're gonna be here and we're gonna say that what he does well is this half singing, half rapping, half R&B ish type of mood and
I
type.
hate when we say it's a moody listen because everything is a moody listen.
It is, but
Yeah, depending
I
on the
know.
mood that you're in, it's a soulful listen. It's heartfelt. It's emotional. It's
Yeah.
heavy. And to Malenko's point, you have to be in that mood. Either you have to be in that mood. You know how like sometimes you're just in the mood for sad music or heavy music. You have to be in that mood because if you just press play and you don't listen to what he's saying, like actively listen to what he's saying, you might enjoy this. You might. But then as soon as you start like really paying attention to what he's saying, it gets dark real quick.
Yeah, I feel like it's still a easy listen for myself. I listened just today. I listened to it like 3-4 times.
wow. And it being 54 minutes doesn't bother you at all, and
No,
you still find you see that's where I kind of I kind of feel off about this because it's super lengthy.
the more I listen to it, again, the more I listen to it, the more I like the whole beginning of the album. Like two cameras to me, I feel like two cameras are perfect. There's nothing bad on it. Nothing bad on it.
And you're not wrong, by the way, about the end of the album. I find he doesn't know, like
The end is to me it all crashes down. Cameras, I just said it again, but that I can't believe you like that. I really cannot believe you like that. That fucking hook. Oh my god. No way. I almost threw up when I listened to it.
well, you don't like
you
Baby
should've
Keem's.
You should have seen my face the first time I listened to that. I was holding it like, why? If we can ride like we did before. Like, why? Why? I don't need that.
That
Also,
remind-
it's such a specific feature to have Dominic Fike on this.
Why?
It's such an odd choice.
I don't even
And
know who Dominic Fike is.
But that's my point. Is I was talking about this with a colleague of mine, and like we've heard the name Isaiah Rashad. She had no idea who Isaiah Rashad is, but Dominic Fike is one of her favorite artists, and she's like,
really.
she's in the prime of like that 21, 22-year-old, like only likes like moody, depressing artists that like no one knows about, but then as soon as they become mainstream, they become not cool anymore.
Huh.
So that's why like that choice, it felt weird. Also to have SZA also felt weird. It felt like it was an odd choice.
SZA and Isaiah have always been.
I think every album
Every
SZA's
album.
on it. Every album
it's-
SZA's on it.
But for me, it's an odd choice. You know what I know from SZA? It's once again, it's like a little bit more emotional music, maybe like inclined a little bit more towards women. Dominic Fike is the same thing. So this whole project kind of it just felt odd to me in that way. Man, to a certain point, like I to a certain extent, I kind of wish the album was a harder listen than it was. I kind of wish the production had a little bit more to it, a little something a little bit more dark, a little bit more mysterious, something maybe a little less, to a certain point, maybe something a little less polished.
I think that's why he did this, because all the other ones were like that.
Maybe it's my lack of
Yeah.
experience with the guy as well. So maybe there's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too.
Because this is his cleanest. Like, it's dark, but it's his cleanest that
It
I've
sounds
ever been.
great. Like the sonic landscape on this, the production, the quality of it sounds very mainstream, very polished, very. It sounds very modern. It doesn't sound like some of the projects that we listened to earlier on in the year. But because it's so polished and the subject matter is so heavy, I wished I would have gotten the sound that kind of reflected that dark, kind of like heavy, gritty, maybe a little bit more.
You're listening to too much underground rap.
Maybe.
You know what, Malenko? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Derek is listening to a bit too much underground rap. When he says gritty,
Well, if he thinks this is like mainstream, yes, he's listening to too much. Because this is, I don't consider him mainstream.
no, and you know what? I was gonna ask you that question, Malenko. What do you like? I don't consider him mainstream. I consider him having a wider audience, but I don't consider him mainstream. Like you can't.
Well,
We can't get.
how can we say that whenever you have a feature by SZA and you have a feature by Dominic Fike, which by the way, I just looked this up. Dominic Fike is the 32nd most streamed artist in the world on Spotify.
Jesus, I gotta get my fucking.
Once you
style of
start
music
having
up.
features like that, once you start having features by some of the biggest names in the streaming world, I'm sorry, I have no choice but to say either you're on the cusp of being mainstream or you're aspiring to be mainstream. And that's what I got from this album. I didn't even like. I looked up Dominic Fike and I saw this stat, and I'm like, it for me, it just confirms that feeling that I had of that more mainstream sound. Either that, or he hopes that this album is going to be what takes him mainstream. I feel like I could give this to a lot of people, and
he is mainstream. I just listened. I just watched. I'm looking at his numbers on the Sunstar Rid, and yeah, he is.
yeah.
I mean,
He has like 6 million listeners monthly.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
girlfriend before I knew she was listening to Russ. This reminds me of that. Heavier subject matter. I do need to say that. Heavier subject matter, more serious.
I'm insulted by that, but it's okay.
Hey, it's no dig to you. I'm just saying the sound of the album reminds me of that a little bit. That polished kind of sound. Not the subject matter. Once again, it has nothing to do with who he is or his subject matter. Just the sound of it reminds me of that. And once again, I'm in a strange position right now where I probably listen to too much underground hip hop, and the only mainstream experience I have is hip hop from like 5, 6, 7 years ago. And when something reminds me of that 5, 6, 7 years ago sound, to me it becomes an automatic comparison. I'm kind of in the middle position where I'm comparing everything to something that I've listened to, and I'm not taking it for face value of what it is. So I'm in that weird position of it's, to me, this album feels neither it leans a little bit towards underground with the subject matter, but then it leans a little bit towards the mainstream with the sonic sound. And it just lives in that kind of gray zone of like, I don't know what to do with this project. I don't know what to think of this project. I don't know how to talk about this project because it feels gray. It's neither black nor white. It's neither underground nor mainstream. It's a little bit of everything. And it confuses me. Is more where I'm at with this project more than anything. It's not that I don't like it. It just, I'm confused by it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm confused by the end. I'm telling you right now, I'm confused by the end. Those little puppy songs that he did, I kind of enjoy them more. It's like the indie Rocky. You know the indie Rocky, the punk Rocky album, this song from A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
I think he went full on indie Rocky on this again. like Nothing to Hide. It's it is that's a to me that's a little pop song. Um, I like Mom. I like Mom for a pop song. I love Mom. I think it's one of the best songs on here. Um, the song with Caesar grew on me. Boy in Red. I didn't like it as much at the beginning.
I don't like
It
that
grew on me a
record
little bit.
at all.
And get to know you. Get to know you is pretty nice. The subject, the way he switches the person that he desires being the famous person, in him being the, like how he would drive for hours to see a person, all, and to have a to see a show and to have like his autograph or his picture. It's pretty nice. Um, yeah, after cameras, this pretty much just act natural and 10 states away. The rest, even superpowers, I don't enjoy it that much. And freestyle, I think it's just out of place.
Yeah, super out of place. Look,
Yeah.
those last four songs to me are not memorable. If I'm being honest, this is not really a memorable project for me.
No, no, me neither. I'm a bit underwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
Uh, I thought he was gonna go way. I don't know. I don't know how to say. I thought maybe it's gonna grow on me a little bit more with time. But yeah, my highlights for me: Happy Hour. I love that Happy Hour. Do I Look High? Ain't Giving Up. And Scared to Look Down. That's the best.
What's your score?
You want scores right away?
Oh, I want scores
I
right
would.
away. You're giving me your favorite songs. I want your score, and I'm
I
happy you're
think.
going first.
I think it's a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go next. I want to go next because Derek might not have any favorite songs. I like Mom, Man on a Mission. I think that's classic Isaiah Rashad. That gave me really good energy when I put on the album, and I got that as my second song.
But he never rapped on beat like this ever.
No, he didn't. He
He
didn't.
never rapped on beat like that ever.
No.
Never.
Uh,
Never did that.
I'm gonna go with I like Get to Know You. I really like Get to Know You. I think that's one of his standout track. That's half rap, half singing. That's what I love from Isaiah Rashad. And if I'm gonna give you another song, I'm gonna give you Same Shit. I know that's one of his singles. But the first time I heard that song, I actually messaged you, Malenko, and I said, did you hear the new single?
And of
Uh,
course I did. Yeah, you texted me like 3 times for this. I ignore all of 3. I don't know why you did that. I still don't know why you haven't learned from it.
but I
But
just think you take out.
it's the funniest shit. Like you, when you said to me, you texted me, what's your opinion on the album? I'm like, well, I'm gonna give him my opinion of something we're gonna review.
So for the
No.
people that have been listening to us for a very long time, me and Malenko, before we started podcasting together, used to message each other all the time.
Yes.
And I feel like I've lost my friend in
Yes.
podcasting.
Yes. Yes. Because I don't want to talk music. He wants.
You
to,
don't
he
want to
wants
talk
for-
music. You
No.
don't want to like. Did you hear this album? Not yet.
No. 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 I don't have time for that. Kenny is on playoffs.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I'm gonna give this record, and it breaks my heart to say it, but I'm gonna give this record a 6 on 10. Derek, Man on a Mission. Derek,
Um,
get to
yeah,
know
in
you,
term
Derek.
in terms of the tracks, standout tracks for me, I really did enjoy Man on a Mission. I enjoyed the little drums remind me a little bit of Anderson Paak in terms of like just the little drums, the way he approached that track. To Malenko's point, I think it's a very popular track. I think that's something that's probably going to be playing a little bit more in terms of just mainstream radio and stuff. It's a good little thing to have on a playlist. Um, Scared to Look Down, really like that track too.
Oh, so good.
I think it's really really good. Um, and yeah, for the rest, it was just a little bit more difficult for me. And man, like for that reason, I'm just not gonna give it a score. It's too it's too gray. I'm too. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to think about this. So to give it a score, I feel like it would be. I don't feel right giving it a score. I feel like if I give it something too low, I feel like it's not deserved, and if I give it something too high, then I feel like I'm lying. So I'm just not gonna score this album, to be honest with you, fellas. I want to listen to this more, maybe in a different setting. Um, maybe this is the kind of thing I need to listen to more hip hop and revisit. Maybe I just need to listen to him more and revisit and then see how this sounds once I have more
Listen to
seasoned
Sylvia
ears
demo.
with his stuff. And
Listen to
I'll
Sylvia
give it a score.
demo.
Listen
Okay.
to Sylvia demo and then listen to the Science Tirade. Those are two really great projects.
I will.
Yeah.
I would love to do a review with you of the other two albums and see where you stand with those two albums, because that could that you'll look. You can't discover Isaiah Rashad and appreciate Isaiah Rashad through
Webby Flow, man. Webby Flow, Jesus.
like it's like almost giving you. It's like
Brad Jordan.
it's
Jesus.
it's like starting off like with like a Wu-Tang album and starting off with 8 diagrams. Like
it really is kind of like that.
it's like something like stupid like that. It's like giving you like a Redman album and being like, start off with, as much as it was really good, Muddy Waters too. Like, you know what I mean? You can't appreciate the artist if you don't know the whole journey.
I feel like
That's
in
our
the
fault.
future, in the future when you guys are going to give me albums like this, give me, if you think I could just jump into it, then I'll just jump into it. If not, give me one album and just be like, hey, you don't have to analyze it. You don't have to review it. Just listen so you know what you're getting into. I feel like I could have probably benefited from this because this was so out of left field for me for what we do on this podcast that I wanted to write something and then I would just stop. I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know how to process all of this.
Yeah, Sylvia demo is 2014. That's crazy.
Michael, you were still in high school.
Yeah, I was a teenager, dude. Dude, Sylvia demo is one of my favorite tapes all time. It's so weird. When I listen to it back, it's so weird. There's some cuts on there are super weird, but dude, it's exactly like, I mean, there's some songs on there are classics to me. Classics.
I was blown away.
Shut You Down.
Oh man.
I don't. The remix is less better than the original, but Shut You Down, the original version from YouTube, was incredible from the video, because then he had to chop up the sample. But those Heavenly Father, jeez.
Sevilla demo is
Sylvia.
Sylvia, yeah. Sorry, why do I keep saying Sevilla? I think I'm dyslexic. No,
Caesar, I think it's like 3 times on the album.
Yeah, no, this is a record. And you know what? The Sun's Tirade, like when I went back to listen to it when we did our 2016 10 years.
That's his best tape though.
Yeah.
That's his best.
What's wrong with Zachary and Kendrick? Anyways, I think you'll get more of an appreciation for the artist and who he was. And at the time of 2014, it was just more like we were so used to a certain sound that when this came out, you were like, "Oh,
what the fuck?
This could exist. We could get a
like
bit
a
of
weird Project Pat. Like he's like Project Pat, but not with that full-on Memphis banger track.
It was weird, but like really interesting.
It's druggy. It's like druggy music. It's like for druggies.
Yeah, and I just found it very. I don't know. This is like fuck. This is cool. This is different.
I was a fucking teenager on fucking drugs. That's exactly what I needed. Like it's exactly it. Like it was exactly it. Those druggy vibes and stuff.
2014. I was one full cycle from high school.
I was not in high school because I was finished. I was finished already, but
okay.
I was coming out high school. Yeah. So let us know on the comments what's your score. Please let us know what's your favorite and how can Steven like cameras? Please explain that to me in the comments. Don't forget, we talked about at the beginning of the episode. I'm telling you again, like, subscribe. It helps us. It's free. And who doesn't like free stuff? Just do it. It's free. We don't owe nothing. It helps a little podcast like us, and we do this for the love. All this time we invest to it is just for the love. And look, Derek just went through a week of listening to this horrendous album, and he still made it.
Yep.
And still my 4 out of 10 from Rockstar. What's the name of that? From Mooch is still the worst rated album on this. Hasn't been beaten.
Well, Derek probably was gonna give this a 1 on 10.
No. I can never, no matter how much I talk shit about something, it has nothing to do with the artist. It 100% has to do with the fact that I am very much new to this, that new sounds, when they come out of nowhere, it's surprising.
It's only normal.
And I'd rather just not give it a score, because once you take into consideration the subject matter and everything that this artist has gone through, this is a very personal project to them. I can never give this a 1 on 10 or 2 on 10 or 3 on 10 or 4 on 10. I can never do that. It's too personal to this artist. This artist is being vulnerable. He's putting himself
It's
out there.
listenable.
It's listenable 100%.
Yeah, but if you
this in the
suck,
car,
you
not worry about
suck.
it.
You get like
But
if
it doesn't suck. I just not educated enough to listen to something like this. I'll revisit this after I've listened to Isaiah Rashad's other projects, and then if I want to give it a 4 on 10, I'll give it a 4 on 10. Sure. But I can't sit here and like pretend to be some fucking Joe Blow know-it-all and then give it a score if I don't have the experience to give it a score. I'm not going to do that. It's not who I am.
Well, if it sucks, it sucks. And me and Malenko are know-it-all Joes.
Yep, we know it all.
You know more than me, that's for sure.
Okay, man. Thank you to everyone, and see you on the next episode.
All-time pod.
Peace.